Good afternoon and welcome to Indian Field. I'm Adam Bell for Charlton Sportsnet. Coach Thad Marchman, and we've got a young man here. I haven't met him yet, I don't believe.
Trey Cribb.
Oh, that's Trey. I didn't know, man. The guys are all grown up.
All grown up.
What's going on, Trey?
Not much.
Senior this year, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. I didn't even recognize you, man. You doing okay?
Yes, sir.
Getting ready for another season, huh?
Yep.
Indians baseball.
Working on it.
Coach, right out of the gate, we've got a schedule change. You want to talk about that? You headed up to Ware, but not Thursday now.
That's right. The original plan was to play our scrimmage versus Ware in Waycross at Ware County High School on Thursday. Looks like we're going to have some bad weather on Wednesday and really bad weather on Thursday. So we've moved it to tomorrow. So I'm sure the players are going to be super happy about that, to get to play a couple days earlier. But we want to make sure we get that scrimmage in. We don't want to miss out on it, so we thought we'd go ahead and just move it, just to play it safe. So we're going to play tomorrow night at 5 o'clock in Ware County.
Up there in Ware.
Yes, sir.
And that'll be tomorrow's scrimmage game, so it's not toward the records or anything.
Yeah, it's just a practice. Everything's played like a normal game. Umpires, substitutions, uniforms, everything's the same. It just doesn't count.
Just live action. Live action for the first time against somebody else.
That's right.
Other than each other.
That's correct.
So, all right, well, we've got a lot going on. I know baseball. You just finalized your roster, a couple of weeks ago, back on the 14th, 13th, 14th?
Yeah, whenever that was. When we had one day of tryouts and extended it for another day for some people, and we've already had some roster changes with sometimes when people find out what all's involved, it turns out it's not for them. So the guys who are with us now are the guys who have stuck it out so far, and we'll see how well they continue to do that. But yeah, we're full swing practice. Baseball season's here, and we're going to get it started tomorrow.
We're excited. We're very excited to be bringing the Indians baseball this year. Coach, I don't know if you realize this. Next year will be 10 years of Indians baseball in CSN.
That's amazing, right?
Isn't it?
You're the trailblazer. You got it started, and now everybody's doing it. So it's good for you.
Well, I could have done it without your permission, that's for sure. But it's been a ball. We've had I know we were the first ones with you and I together, because your Indians did it. First ones to ever video live stream baseball and championship baseball with the GHSA here in the state of Georgia back in 2012. So a lot of history between CSN and you and the Indians.
That's right. That's a tip of the cap to you. For having a vision to get that thing started, and we're lucky enough to have you here to film it and share it with people across Georgia, and with the ability to go look back on it anytime we want. That's invaluable, and very proud of those teams, of course. I'm proud of this one too. This is a young team who's trying to make their mark, and that's why I got Trey here. He's a sole senior, so there's be a lot expected of him and his leadership and performance and everything like that. But we started way back from a very different looking venue with different expectations, and now the expectations are different everywhere, on the field, outside the field, the facility, the promotion, the marketing, everything. So we want to continue to move forward, and we want people to look forward to what Charlton County baseball has to offer, and hopefully we can continue to make our community proud.
All right, well, we're definitely excited about it. I know we're going to surprise some folks next week when we start streaming that first game live here at home. We've got a few additions back here. I don't know if you want to reveal it yet or not, but I see some concrete over here behind home plate. I kind of have a feeling I know what that's about.
Yeah, we'll just leave it as a teaser, I guess. People to come out and take a look, or either to log on and watch your stream to see it. But there's definitely a whole lot of concrete on the baseball field right now, and that's not
exciting.
Normal. But it's something that the Board of Education, our booster club members, a couple of community members have really stepped up and are just bought into the fact that we want to continue to improve our facility, and we believe in it, and we want to continue to make it something that the players are proud of, and every year we try to do something. Every year we try to do something that it just keeps moving us forward. We want to, just like we want our team to always improve.
We set a standard and want to keep building on that.
We want our facility to always improve too. So that's what we're trying to do.
All right, Trey, Let's get you in this thing, man. A senior?
Yes,
Senior
sir.
now, I can't believe it. Man, you've grown up so much, I didn't even recognize you. I saw team pictures the other day, and posted on Facebook on the CSN,
Right.
on the Indians sports page on Twitter. I was looking at some of those guys, and they look like grown men now. These kids, I've known y'all since y'all were
Yeah.
like this, and everybody's just growing on. But Trey, talk about what you expect out of the Indians this year, especially being the lone senior. They're going to be looking to you for leadership.
Well, yeah, that's definitely one thing. Everybody looking at me. But I feel like we've been working hard, and our goals are definitely not out of reach this season. We have a clear goal.
One of my playoffs, postseason,
Yeah.
most definitely. That's the goal every year around here now. Seems like with the Indians, but to improve every game as well, right, Trey?
Yes, sir.
Keep building on that, keep going. Do the younger guys, and you've got a young team again this year. They're going to be looking to you. What do you tell your freshmen and those young guys coming up? What do you expect, especially out of Coach Marchman here?
Well, what I usually do is say I may yelling at them sometimes, but that's just the hustle and just keep them all moving hard, and practicing, because practice like you play, I guess.
It's definitely, I know Coach was referring to some roster changes already early. It's a whole different animal from even travel baseball, rec baseball. You get out here, there's work to be done.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I know a lot of working out. I know I've seen you guys. I think you guys are probably in the weight room as much as the football team is over there. So it's just not coming out here and throwing the ball around, is it?
No, sir, definitely not. A lot of our baseball players have been in the weight room this season, or this semester and last semester.
What do you tell the guys? There's been so many consecutive years now. I know we've been, like Coach and I were talking about, since 2011. CSN has been here with you guys. Consecutive years of playoff appearances. What do you tell your younger guys about that? That's a standard that y'all set on the field and off the field, like Coach said.
I mean, our past generations, they can do it. Why can't we?
Sir?
Our past generations can do it on the field. We can do it too.
Now, do y'all check yourselves off the field? Because I know Coach watches that, like social media pages and whatnot. There's a standard that Coach Martin expects out of you guys.
Well, when it comes to checking themselves, we have conversations with the team about what's appropriate as far as in the classroom, in the community, on the street, on the baseball field. And so, quite frankly, these, like you said, these guys are growing up. They're young men now. They're not little kids. So we tell them the expectation, and we expect them to follow through with it. And not only Trey, but some guys who are just returning, even 10th graders. They're not out there telling freshmen what to do and things like that. They're just reminding them that, listen, the effort's got to be there, and that's just like he said, to hustle. Because believe it or not, that's the one thing you got to remind people of the most. Is to just continue to show effort when you feel like no one's looking. But that's when you probably should be showing the most, because it's just going to come natural when you hit the ball. But when no one's looking, I think that's what separates you from just an average player. So as far as social media and things like that it's real simple. You keep it light, bright, and polite. If you're going to be on social media, there's nothing wrong with that. But you be nice, say things that are funny, say things that are nice, or say things that are polite. That's it.
That's part of the deal nowadays with the social media. I know, because I've seen, we're heavy in the recruiting on CSN side of things, and sometimes social media, you got to be careful, because it'll hurt you in the long run on the recruiting end of things at the next level.
Sure.
Coach, we got the Gators coming up tomorrow. Next week, road trip to Long County.
Yeah, that's the first game of the season. I really don't like to look past the very next game.
I know you never do.
But that'll start the season off on the road, and we're going to be on the road for 2 or 3 games to begin the season off. But I think that's a good test early. It's important to win every single game, but it's moving pieces, and you gotta find out who's going to fit where, and playing on the roads a little tougher, I think, than playing at home. And so, getting started on the road, I think, is just a good early test for your team. And it also, you got to be tough to play on the road, and I want to see what we're made of.
No doubt about it. You're 2 big schools right off the bat, so you're going to get a good test early with Ware and Long on the road. Then you come back home and you have Brantley County for the homeowner, and we'll be here for that one. We're excited about that. And show off some new little features out there.
Yep. Well, none of every time you go out there, it's going to be tough. So that's why we try to, like Trey said, we try to practice like we play, because every time we go out there, someone's trying to beat you, and it's important, that you just give your best effort every time, and tomorrow night we'll see if we can do that.
And Charlton definitely has a target on our back down here, don't we? When we've set just a standard down here. You're talking about the hustle every play and everything a while there. To me, first person that comes to mind on that is Trevor Knowles. He was a senior last year. He's moved on to bigger and better things. What you were saying, you just were talking about how even when people aren't looking,
Right.
he would do that over here on a foul ball, nothing else going on, and you would think it was the last play of the game, and he's got to make the last out. That steady hustle all the time.
Yeah, but Trevor, that expectation from Trevor didn't start with Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor learned that from Derek King. Derek King learned that from Drew Gowen.
It's a tradition.
It's just, and when he says generations, he's meaning traditions. That's
Right.
That's what he means, because there's a lot expected from that position, and there's nothing going to change with that. And we feel like that if the catcher's going to be the field general, then he's got to set the tone for the game, and so he's got to always be moving. And thank goodness Trevor was able to do that. And the fact that you remember him for doing that is not only a testament to Trevor, but to every player who played that position before him at Charlton County High School, because he learned that. He learned that behavior from the guy who played it before him. So I'm proud of that. That you think of him like that. That makes me proud of him. And hopefully, when Trey graduates, you'll look back and be like, remember last year, man, Trey's getting off the field, everything. He's always hustling every time. And I've told the guys in the locker room that I can't explain why, but the guys who do that just happen to be better.
Yeah.
I can't explain it, but the guys who just are there, are on all the time, just happen to perform better. So hopefully that's a little nugget to get them going. Because it's true, and Trevor's now playing college baseball. Looks like he's gonna be right in the lineup there as a freshman. So real proud of him. Real proud of Jack, who's got it going at Georgia. Yeah. So
LJ at Georgia.
Well, LJ's with the Toronto Blue Jays now.
That's right. That's right. No problem. Well, what am I thinking?
Proud of him too. Yeah. So these guys, they're good baseball players. But they also did it right, and they practiced hard, played hard, and they were rewarded for their performance. So, hopefully we can just keep that going.
And our time flies. I just saw LJ's mom a couple of weeks ago in the Harvey's parking lot talking about Toronto and Tampa and back and forth and everything. And everything happened so fast. I was still thinking Georgia.
Yeah.
But take us around the ballpark, Coach. I know you said the rosters can still kind of being molded. Take us around the ballpark there. What you think right now with positions and players?
Well, that can change. But right now Trey comes in as our starting left fielder, and he's also one of our top 4 pitchers. Trey was a second-team All-Region pitcher last year. He was 5-1. I think he might have had the most wins on the team. But entering the season, Trent Gray's our number 1 guy, and that's just something he earned as a sophomore. And he's been working, towards that ever since. And he's got a lot of confidence, and that's who's going to get the start on the mound tomorrow is Trent Gray. He'll probably throw 1, maybe 2 innings. Trey will be in there at some point. But we're going to see a lot of different pitchers. We're going to move people around on the field, and we're just going to see how they react when the lights turn on.
It's everything we see in the beginning might not be the same come toward.
Well, listen, like we tell the players, we're evaluating you all the time. So, but a lot of times some people just either turn on when it's game time, and sometimes people shut down when it's game time. So even though we feel like we've evaluated them pretty well, and we feel like we know we're going to put some people, chances are it's going to change, because you don't know how people are going to react in the game or to an opponent or whatever. So,
Coach, we've got the field maintenance going on over here behind us now. There was heavy equipment over here earlier. I think we timed it just right. They shut down, I think. I can't hear them anymore.
Yeah. Well, they're doing something over there. It's just wind blowing now.
The wind is whipping pretty good. The offensive side of the ball, batting cages and everything, how are we looking on the offensive side of the ball?
Well, listen, we are going to lean on some people to early, and some young people too. Wade Roderfer was at the top of our lineup just about all year last year, and then he broke his hand at the end of the year, so he's back. Kobe Bryant just came out of nowhere, in the middle of the season,
He did.
and was an on-base machine from the left side of the plate. Trey had to split some time last year, and now it's his time. We expect you to get in there and plug in and produce immediately. There's a little bit of pressure on him and everybody else. Because if Trey doesn't do it, that means we're counting on one of the 2 or 3 11th graders in the lineup. And if they don't do it, we're going to count on one of 4 or 5 sophomores in the lineup. And if they can't do it, then we're counting on 1 or 2 freshmen in the lineup. So, we want to do the job and have confidence in each other. But Trey's been in it for a while, and he knows what it's like, and he's ready to go, and he's been practicing hard. So I expect production out of him immediately. So but Sean Russell's someone who got started slow last year, who we really need to do well. Connor Nelson had a good offensive year last year, and we expect him to be even better. We got the newcomer Tristan Herring, who was a JV player last year, but he's going to start at shortstop tomorrow and bat right in the middle of the lineup at the top of the order. So we need him to immediately make an impact. So the expectations are good on a lot of young people. For him, it's just part of the. I'm a senior. I got to get it done. But when you have other people who know they have some time, you gotta find a way to spark them and get them going. And I think they're ready to go. We got 4 or 5 freshmen who are ready to play.
Really?
They're ready to get in the lineup.
Compete right now.
They can compete right now. And,
that's a good problem to have.
It is a good problem to have. We're going to have some on the bench who probably might deserve to be in the game. But just from what we've seen so far, that's just what we're going to go with, and that's why I'm saying it could change. We plan on playing a lot of people tomorrow night and seeing a lot of pitchers, and every at bat's going to be an evaluation to see how we look. And I expect us to perform well. We're playing a really good team in Ware County, and I just want to see us go and compete to the best of our ability.
Looking ahead, Coach, to next year for just a minute, things change with how we do playoffs next year. It goes away from the power rankings, leaving that behind. Top 4 in each region. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, we've talked about this before, and for us, the power rankings have always been good to us. We played a lot of home playoff games here in Charlton County, and that's thanks to the power rankings. But I don't make those decisions, so I just try to take care of the things that we can take care of. So if it's top 4, then we're going to try our best to be the number 1 team, and if we can't, we'll try to be the number 2 team. If not, we'll try to get in there. But if it's the top 4, then that's fine with me. I think that hurts our region because we've had several years where we've had 5 teams make state playoffs from our region, and I like that. That makes me proud of our region. So
it's a strong region.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things that it's something we got to do, and we'll try to make an adjustment, and and it really kind of takes away from, like, right now every game we play is like
it's important.
It's super important, and now there's kind of some games where you can just I
was going to ask you about that because the non-region games now really.
They don't mean anything.
They don't mean anything.
Just wins and losses. Now that's important. For me,
you know what I mean. You know what I mean as far as. As far as making the playoffs and going
but you're
forward.
also much more likely in the top 4 format to do some things you wouldn't do in a region game or a power ranking game. So it offers you some freedom to let more people play, I think, the top 4. But it also it kind of takes the pressure off the importance of every single game.
Well, I shouldn't say non-region game, non-classification game.
No, it's non-region. Yeah. That's right. That's right. That's correct. It's next year you need to win your region games. That's what's important. Where now you got to win them all.
Oh yeah, every time, even Florida, because Florida counts right now.
That's right.
In power rankings too.
That's correct.
So everything counts this season.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out and how you lay the schedule out next year. But I know all you're thinking about is tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That's right. We'll get ready for tomorrow.
All right. Trey, what are your thoughts on tomorrow afternoon?
I just hope to go, and I hope we perform. I hope we throw all of our best out, even though it's a scrimmage. because that game's going to reflect on other games.
All right, Coach. What up? We don't know. We always talk about fundraisers. What do you have going? Obviously, got a huge fundraiser going on. A lot of stuff going on back here in the back.
Yeah, you know, most of these guys have been to 7 or 8 fundraisers already this year, and so now we just wrapped up our Distance for Finish fundraiser, but now we're selling blackout T-shirts and Tribe Time T-shirts. This is a Tribe Time T-shirt here, a blackout shirt. This is what they're going to wear on the field. A blackout shirt's just going to say.
These are new jerseys.
No, this is just a polo.
Okay.
Yeah, a blackout shirt is just going to have Indians across the front in solid white, and that'll be that wear it anytime. But we have a blackout game that people can purchase those. Short sleeves $11, long sleeves $17, so they can see any player, or email me, or give the school a call if they want to get one of those. But right now, that's what we got going for right now. We just look for people to log on and watch CSN.
The views have been crazy this year.
Or come out and watch us live.
I know last year, Coach, baseball, football, everything combined for the whole year last year, 94,000 views on our YouTube channel.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
That is almost 22,000 above the previous year.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. That's a reflection of all of y'all.
Keep growing.
I'm just streaming the thing. You guys are getting the views on the field.
Yeah.
And everything. So I appreciate that.
Yep.
And our sponsors, and I know you guys. We couldn't do it without our sponsors. But I honestly feel like, particularly with baseball and the other non-football sports, because y'all don't have to huddle and all, that we really help get these kids noticed.
Oh, sure.
That's the bottom line.
Yep. Get them in front of more people, and that's always a good thing. So, and they like it too. So that's
I think so. We believe me, I hear about it when I don't do a game.
right.
my phone's pinging when I don't do a game. Coach, anything else you want to hit on? I know we have a lot coming up with the baseball and everything.
No, we're right on time. We're just about to get practice started, so this works out perfect.
All right, Coach Thad Marchman, Charlotte County Indians. Trey Cribb, left fielder, and what?
Right-handed pitcher.
All right, man. Well, listen, Good luck. Best of luck this season. Stay on those underclassmen, man.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. All right. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Coach,
man.
as usual.
We'll see you next time.
Great practice. Have a great practice today.
Thank you.
Thank you all for watching the preseason special of the Coach Marchman Show. Indians baseball starts tomorrow up at Ware County, 5 o'clock.
Yes, sir.